Really bad with your card number? No? Okay, guys, I'll just start telling you, okay? It starts with a 4 and ends with a 0. And then you guys go in, but you guys figure everything out in between. All right, that's your job. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, everybody. Let's play more Demon Bluff because this shit was fun. Does this actually have music? I can't remember, but I'm going to turn the music off because I like my music more. Let's do it. More standard. Let me drop this. Sorry, get it out of the way. Get it out of here. Okay, boom. I don't like how the game like completely explodes when you don't have when you click off of it. There's one evil among all characters. Find and kill it. All right, let's do it. All right, let's try a new one. A new run. Okay. Demon Bluff. Okay. I say falling for a Demon Bluff because it's fell for it Friday. I love NL! Exclamation points. I'm on a cruise in my mind. Relief. There you go. And then we put like a boat emoji. Boat. Boat emoji? Okay, let's do it. Boom. Do anything bad with your card? 4, 5, 3, 5. Whoa, 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 Lunasa, please. How'd you get that so wrong? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, somebody time. Okay, time her out. Time her out. Time her out. Time her out. I gotta do it. I'll do it. I can't click on it fast enough. Whew. Okay. Pay no attention. Pay no attention to Lunasa. Nothing happened. Okay, here we go. So because the witch is here, I can't click off the final, like the final option. Very annoying, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna try to make this work. I've become die. I'm sorry, Lunasa. You got too close to the truth. Too close. We had to visit you. We had to give you a distinct warning. The state has come after you now. Okay, evil's okay. So now one of these is evil, and it's just the character is the witch. So they lie and disguise. And I can't reveal the final card. So there are no duplicates here, which means this could be a duplicate or it could be the final class. But right now, they lie and they also disguise. So if they're lying, that means that they will, if they say something, they will not say the truth, of course, which means the knight saying I can't die. This is what a knight does. So the knight is cleared. Well, I mean, the thing is, they lie and disguise themselves, so they cannot physically tell the truth. And since the knight can't die by design, if I'm executed while corrupted, I deal 4 additional damage to you. Yikes. Anyway, then that means the knight cannot physically be the demon, or like I guess the whatever, the minion or whatever they call it. It's just telling you her ability. No, but she's saying I can't die. She's saying it. Look. See? If she wasn't saying it, that's one thing. But since she says I can't die, that means that she's telling you the truth. Lose if you execute me? Okay. If she lies, then, you know, well, then, yeah, we all lose anyway. I mean, she win if you execute me. This is actually, then that's actually her saying it. She's not saying it. She is saying it. I can't die. The words, okay, she is literally saying her. Oh. Well, what do you, okay. All right, okay, my bad. I see. So bombardier, okay. I'm learning. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for telling me. I'm learning a difficult game. Thank you very much, information. Okay. Thank you for the information, everyone. All right, fine. So their abilities, if they say, wait, this is kind of fucked up then. I just want to say for the record, they just kind of messed up that they say it in first person then. If that is the case, this character cannot die. Maybe might be more appropriate. But saying I can't die feels a little bit. All right. Okay, fine. Yeah, neither of them are saying it. All right. Make Jester check 513. I want to know, like, what do I do if the Jester's lying? Because if the Jester's lying, then does that mean he says everybody is good? Or none of them are evil, or they're all evil? What we do is we take Jester, right? We put Knight in there because we know that she's good. I'm 2 cards away from the closest evil, which means it would be one of these two. It would be either Jester or Knitter, or he's evil. Let's try both of them. There are 0 evils amongst all 3 of these people, right? So either he's evil or the Jester's lying. And the Jester's evil. It's one of the two. Evils are not adjacent to each other. Well, there's only one evil anyway, so Knitter is good because she's right. There are no evils adjacent to each other. So these two are good. Guaranteed. So it's either Jester's lying or the Hunter's lying. That's the problem. Amongst 1, 2, and 4 there. Well, I mean, I have health. I don't really have to worry about it, so I can just kill them both, right? I want to do it on the first turn, though. I'm going to say the Hunter's lying. Bah! Gotcha! We use observation. There's only one evil, so of course they're not adjacent. That's true, Lunasa, but that also guarantees the fact that she's good, which is helpful to me to some extent. All right, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, no witch. What do we got? We have a Ba. Oh my god, we have 2 evils in this one. Uh-oh. Hide 1 outcast in the deck. Wait, did we pull the outcast? We did not pull the outcast. I am dizzy. Okay, that means she's either evil or corrupted. But there's a corruptor. We have a poisoner. Can I reveal something is blocking me? No, sorry. Okay, game start. There we go. 1 adjacent villager is corrupted, if possible. Lies and disguises. Ooh. Either the confessor is evil, or the confessor's next to an evil. And one of these bombardiers is evil. There's a good chance this bombardier is actually the poisoner. There's a good chance. Number 3, 5, and 6. 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, or 6. That's tough. We should use the Jester to check all the ones the Empress is talking about. That way we can double check with the Empress. We can double check her work. So 3, 5, 6. Right? That makes sense? Well, one of these is absolutely evil. Don't get me wrong. One of these two is evil. The bombardiers of the 2. That's a given, though. The real question is the Empress evil? Or which one of these is evil? Fuck me, man. Confessor is confessing? I know. Confessor is confessing, but Confessor could be evil or corrupted. The problem is that, like, we have a corruptor evil in our deck. The Poisoner. Which means that, like, either this guy's evil, okay? Either this one is evil and corrupting the Bombardier, or this one is being corrupted by the Bombardier because the Bombardier is actually the Poisoner. The thing is, I can't just kill the Bombardier because then I might lose. This one makes sense. 3, 5, or 6. Also, that means that the Empress could be telling... If the Empress is telling the truth, then 3, 5, or 6 is evil. We can always try to kill the Knight. Boom. Okay. Knight is dead, so because it's not actually a Knight. Boom. Only one is evil. 3, 5, or 6. Now, if the Empress is telling the truth, that means that that means that the other 2 are cleared. 3 and 5 are cleared. And if we try this, then how many of them are evil? Let's try this. 1, 2, 3. There are 2 evils. Okay. I'm going to kill the Bombardier. Whoa, that was scary. Honestly, because what if he's lying? 1 is evil, 3, 5, or 6. What if she was... Oh, because she wasn't lying at that point. Because there would be too many people lying at that point. Okay, next. Evil never rat on other evils? Really? All right, here we go. Oh boy, we got a witch. We have a witch. Number 4, number 5 is a witch. What are our evils? We got a witch and we got Ba again. Fucking Ba, man. Why can't we just get the outcast then? Just give me the outcast, man. I like having the outcast in my hand. It tells me who's evil and who's not evil. What the fuck? Okay. Number 4 or number 5 is a witch. I don't see... Are there duplicates? I don't see duplicates. So, evils are not adjacent to each other. Okay. Witch is 2 cards away from closest evil. Okay, one of these is telling the truth. Oh, wait. No, these both could be telling the truth at the same time. Let's try a Jester on 4, 5, and Oracle. Let's try that. We'll try a Jester on 4, 5, Oracle. There's one evil. 4 or 5 is a witch. These two are congruent with each other. Is that the right word? I'm not sure. These two do match up. 4, 5, 6, there is one evil. That's cool. Which 2 cards away from the closest evil? Evils are not adjacent to each other. So we could judge. We can see... we will judge. I think we judge the Oracle because then that will tell you if somebody's lying or not. I think we do this. She's lying. Which means either this guy's evil. Boom. Gotcha. Evil. Okay, so that means they're not adjacent to each other, more than likely. Okay, Oracle seems to be telling the truth. Okay, Oracle's telling the truth. Well, we need more music. We need more music. Hold up. What's a good, really cool ass like soundtrack I can listen to right now? Something moody. Some moody game. Maybe some Hades. Put Blessed card now? Okay. I'll put some Hades soundtrack. Hades. OST. Let's try that shit. Pull that back. Good. That's really nice for this. Okay, game bugs out. Here we go. Flipped. That's the Hunter. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. Okay, Hunter is telling the truth, so that's good. Does Ba actually lie? I lie and disguise. Okay, cool. Okay, they're also telling the truth then. So truth. Then, I mean, this one's probably good because only number 4 and number 5 is a witch, and there are no adjacent enemies, which means the Jester 4, 5, 6. Which does that mean that like the Scout is evil? I think the Scout might be evil then, huh? Gotcha. That doesn't make any sense anymore since 2 and 6 are truthful. Yes. Okay, let's try another one. I am dizzy. Okay, making it difficult on me. 2 dizzy. Oh no, they're both dizzy. Oh man, is this a poisoner? No! Oh god, one of them's a poisoner. One of them is the poisoner, man. Poisoner is 2 cards away from closest evil. We'll see. No adjacent evils to me. Plague Doctor. 1 good villager is corrupted. Oh, that's so annoying, man. So one of these is corrupted and the other one... Okay, wait a minute. Okay, that's not good. Wait, hold up. Corruption is when, like, corrupted characters lie and their ability doesn't work. They keep their alignment. Oh, this is a mess. What a mess. You can plague the Confessor? Yeah, I should. If it's corrupted, learn an evil character. Have you played this before, Lunasa? I always see myself as not corrupted, even if I am evil. I always see myself as not corrupted. What happens if he's corrupted then? Number 1 is not corrupted. So this one would be the evil one. This would be just the Confessor. In which case, but I don't know who's corrupted is the thing. Is the Confessor corrupted? Is this Confessor corrupted by the Poisoner? Number 1 is not corrupted. So this would be the Poisoner. This would be their corruption target. But then, does that mean the Plague Doctor has corrupted someone else? Or has the Plague Doctor corrupted the... and, like, is the Poisoner corrupted? Number 1 would be the evil. We're going to do that. But does that mean... Okay, but then who's the corrupted one? By the Plague Doctor, right? Because the Plague Doctor corrupted 1 person. 1 good villager is corrupted. The Plague Doctor corrupts 1 good villager and 1 bad villager. I mean, 2 good villagers are corrupted right now is what I'm trying to say. Is Confessor corrupted by the Poisoner or is the Scout? You can't really tell if Confessor was a random or the Poisoner. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know who's corrupted here. Pick 2 characters, learn if any of them is evil. So I think we take the fortune teller and we choose poisoner and we choose another and we choose the scout. Or we choose the confessor. And then we know if the scout, but then we won't know because we still have one evil in our deck. We have the Ba. Could be the Ba. No evil's adjacent to me. It could be the scout is not evil if the lover isn't, but the lover might be corrupted. Damn, this sucks. How about this? We choose. Well, I mean, here's the problem. If fortune teller's like power doesn't work, then does that mean she tells she's lies? 1 and 2. Yeah, what if she's corrupted? This is hard. Fuck. So I don't know whose power is working, and I don't know who's who. Okay, here's what we do. Close to evil is counterclockwise. I think the confessor probably is good. Probably is good because even though they're dizzy, they likely got poisoned by the poisoner. And then also, let's say the lovers, we had to kill somebody. We just had to kill someone. We're gonna have to. Is number 1 or 6 evil? False. So, okay, so the fortune teller might just be corrupted. But also, okay, corrupted or evil. Under the pretense that it's corrupted or evil, let's take a look at enlightened. Close evil is counterclockwise, which would imply that like either this guy's, if this one's corrupted, then this remains true, and then the next one, and then the lover's evil. I think we kill the lover and see what happens. Fuck. How do I know? Does it not tell me if somebody's been corrupted? Ooh. Why the lover? Because then we can find out if the enlightened is either corrupted or is powers working or not. So either the enlightened is telling the truth and power is working. If enlightened is working, that means that fortune teller is evil. Is what I'm trying to say. If enlightened is working, that means that the fortune teller is evil because she was wrong. The poisoner's evil. She could be corrupted is the problem. I think poisoner hit confessor. It's either what is it? Poisoner is 2 cards away from the closest evil. Also, wait a minute. Scout was right. Scout, wait, hold on. If Scout is right, if Scout is not corrupted, nor is the Scout corrupted, then the lover would be suspect. Clearly, poisoner hits Scout. Number 2 is evil. You think number 2 is evil, and the fortune teller is corrupted? That's what you're saying? 2 likely is evil? I mean, all right, fuck it. All right, you were right. You were right. That means that this one was corrupted. This character was corrupted. That's fucked up, man. This was hard as hell. How did you figure that out? Look, enlightened would have suggested. Okay, so like, wait. Okay, both of them were corrupted. And these 2 were the evil, and they were adjacent to each other, and they were both confessor. That is completely fucked up. Holy moly, we didn't even get the real confessor. We got 2 evils that like disguised themselves as the confessor. Wow. I didn't know that you could. Okay, I did not realize they could disguise themselves as like a character in the game. A character in my deck that didn't even come out on the field, and then duplicate that card, duplicate that role on the field without the character actually being on the field. So 2 of them were on the field that didn't even get to the field. Two disguised themselves as a card that didn't even get to be played. That's messed up. Okay, Lunas, I did it because Enlightened would have suggested. If Enlightened was corrupted, Enlightened would have gone to the left. Or it would have been, I would have been able to, Enlightened is a tell for me. If Enlightened is corrupted or evil, then they would go to the left instead of the right. Unless the fortune teller was corrupted, or unless the fortune teller was evil or corrupted. I'm trying to figure out who's corrupted is what my whole plan was. That's really what I was trying to do. And I couldn't figure out who was corrupted at all. I don't think I would have ever gotten this correct. I don't think I understand how to like stop corruption from fucking me up. That was my plan, was just trying to remove corruption first before evil. But I don't think I could figure it out. I couldn't do it. My whole plan My whole plan was to go down this path with Fortune Teller and see if she was telling the truth. And if she was, then that would help me like understand if she was either the only corrupted one or an evil. And lo and behold, she was corrupted, which was probably the worst case scenario for me there. And Enlightened was just telling the honest truth. If Enlightened was corrupted or evil, they would have gone all the way and chosen to the left instead of the right. In which case, that's where like the lover in my mind was heading because these two, I think these were like cleared in my mind. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know. That's my problem, Hourly. The poisoner, like next to these two next to each other would completely mess me up. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep moving. New characters unlocked. One villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to it. I lie in disguise. Wow. Chancellor's evil, truly evil. Doppelganger. Game start, I disguise as a good villager currently in play. What? Why would we want this on the field? Wait, does that mean that like, okay, are they like neutral? Outcast. Character type usually good, flawed but good, learn to work around their flaws. Oh my god. Alright, let's do it. Okay, clearly one of them is evil. I cured 0 corruptions. There is a corrupted character here. Range are cured from corruption. To the left and right of me. Here's the problem. Okay. So this guy's sitting next to the outcast role. When villager becomes an outcast role, I sit next to it. So is this character this character's either evil or just an outcast? Or maybe one of these two is the outcast, is like the Chancellor? Ugh, this is going to be a pain in my ass, isn't it? What we do is we take Fortune Teller and then we choose 2 characters that are next to each other. They're next to the Bombardier. I wonder if any of them is evil. One of these should be evil, right? So, the Hunter is saying, I'm 1 card away from closest evil. That would suggest the Oracle is under suspect. There are no corrupted characters. Does anything here that innately creates a corrupted character then? Nothing creates a corrupted character. It could be a question mark though. Right? Ugh, this is gonna be a pain in my ass. There could be 2 real fortune tellers. One could be a doppel. Oh god, the doppelganger shit. This is so annoying. Okay. So I can't remember what the doppelganger does. They just disguise themselves as a good character, but they're not evil? Do they have their powers? I didn't pay attention. 6 villagers, 1 outcast, 1 minion, 1 demon. Wait, hold on. If it's a doppelganger, then that's 1 outcast, right? 1 villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to it. Does that mean the Chancellor... does the Chancellor make it so that the stats up here change? Because right now it says 6 villagers, 1 outcast. Does it actually become 5 villagers, 2 outcasts, or what? Because I don't see 2 outcasts anyway. And is that 1 outcast could be the doppelganger? It could be one of the fortune tellers. I don't think that's the case. So if this is actually reflective of what's happening in the game right now, that implies there's no outcast, right? Because there's only 1 outcast amongst us, and it's the Bombardier. However, that also could mean that the Ba is actually disguised, and then what? No, but Chancellors sit next to an outcast role no matter what. So this is a real outcast. This has to be a real outcast. Or the Doppel could be one of the fortune tellers, and then he sits next to the fortune teller. Maybe you'd be the alchemist or something. Right? Am I wrong on this? Yeah, the Doppel could be the upside down card. We don't know. And then the Bombardier could be a fake Bombardier. It could be Ba. One of these could be the Chancellor, and then this could be the Doppelganger. No, it has to be one of the characters in play. So I think the fortune teller has to be real. In play, they said, right? In play means it has to be drawn and put on the field. So one of these could be the doppelganger, and then one of these could be the Chancellor. Am I right on that? Does that make sense? There are no corrupted characters. The Bard could also be evil, but that I don't think there. Why was there even a suggestion of corruption? Alchemist. I don't see any characters that create corruption either. So I don't see any corrupted characters. The Bard is cleared? Yeah, because there are no corrupted characters even possible in the game right now. And this guy's not lying. Does the Chancellor lie? Let's take a look. He lies and disguises. Yeah. which means that the Bard has to be telling the truth because there's no corruption characters in this game anyway. So Bard is real. So we can use like Fortune Teller twice on the same two characters. And then we can use Bard as a way to understand, like, you know, since the Hunter or Oracle are evil. I think that's what's happening here right now. I'm one card away from closest evil. 3 or 7 is a Chancellor. Number 3 or 7? Number 7, it's possible. Number 3, it's like, oh wait, also we got 2 Hunters. Oh, fuck. They can't be telling the truth. It could be the Judge or the Alchemist that's the Chancellor. Learn if they're lying. Okay, I cured 0 corruptions. This is true because there were no corruptions. So we cured 0 corruptions, right? This is true then. You can't be lying about this because there were no corruptions in the game in the first place. Which means that the Judge is evil. So we check and we check with like the Bard. Wait a minute. There are no corrupted characters. That means the Judge is telling the truth too. Ah, shit. This guy's telling the truth. This guy's telling the truth. 1 card away from evil. Oh, my brain is melting. Learn if any of them is evil. So we take the Fortune Teller and check the Judge and the Bard. Let's try it. Neither of them is evil? Okay, this Fortune Teller is real. This Fortune Teller is real. Do we do the same thing with this Fortune Teller to see if they're... This will tell us if they're evil. Or do we do something sneaky and try to do something even more with this Fortune Teller? Because we know this guy's telling the truth. We know this guy's telling the truth. We know she's telling the truth. This is either a doppelganger or a demon. Number 3 or 7. Wait, this guy's telling the truth, which means this guy's sitting next to... this guy's sitting next to... One of these two is the Oracle, or is the Chancellor. One of these two is the Chancellor. 3 or 7 is not is not the Chancellor. One of these two is the Chancellor, and I think it's this. I think it's got to be this Hunter, right? Yeah. Hold on. Cancel. I think that's this Hunter that's evil. Got his ass. Okay. That means cured. Okay. Spared. Spared. So like. Okay, good, 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 good. This is good. So this Fortune Teller and this Hunter is not evil, I don't think. Or it could be. I mean, it could be like, it could be disguised as something who's not even on the. Let's try it. Fortune Teller. Boom. We're gonna try it. The Fortune Teller. We're gonna see if there's honesty here. Because it could, again, it could be the doppelganger. Could be the doppelganger. No, wait. Yeah, it could be the doppelganger. So we check 2 characters. Boom. And we check. Boom. Is 8 or 9 evil? True. Okay, that's not possible, is it? Wait, no. The Oracle is real. Bard is real. The Hunter might be, like, evil. Number 9 is evil. What the hell? Both of them? Oh, my God. Even every fucking time, I swear. Number 3 and 4. 100% not clear. Both of the Hunters were for both of this. Yeah, both the Hunters were evil. That was crazy. Both of the Hunters were evil. That is no. Ugh. I feel disgusted. Oh God, we have a drunk. Oh, cute. Okay. I disguise a random not in play villager. Random not in play villager? Ah, jeez. I am corrupted and I lie. I cannot be cured? Oh God, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? The drunk. The drunk is going to be a big issue here. First of all, disguised. Second of all, corrupted. Third, lies. You can't be serious. How am I supposed to deal with the drunk? How do I deal with this guy? There's no way I could deal with the drunk. What, are you kidding me? It's all but evil. Huh? And then the druid. Pick 3 characters, learn 1 random outcast among them. So they go together, maybe, I guess. The druid can tell me if something's an outcast. Oof. 9 cards, by the way. Okay, there's a witch. Okay, how many cards? There's 9? equidistant away. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the enlightened is either evil or corrupted. Doing one wrong is not instant death. You have a health bar. You're right. You're right. Oh, close evil is equidistant. You know what? That's true. These two could be both be evil, or like either they're both evil. In fact, since the knight is the knight, okay, we can't kill them. So the knight is not evil, which means that this guy is either like evil or corrupted. What's up, Game Nations? What's happening, man? What's going on? Look, the knight is so either this. Yeah, enlightened is either evil or corrupted now. Don't blame 5 yet. I can't yet. No, I'm not. I think what we do is we take judge. Okay, if somebody is corrupted, does that mean that they are they? Okay, if somebody's evil, oh my god, there's 3 evils in this deck. Holy shit! I feel like I should have killed the enlightened anyway. I mean, like, is anything here? I mean, we don't know what the outcast, if there is an outcast. If the outcast is the drunk, then this is already a -5 health. The problem with if they're lying, that this character might think they're not lying, but they actually are. Like, okay, important question. Okay, if a character is corrupted, does that imply they're lying? Or if they're like, do they think they're telling the truth? And does the judge think that they think that they're telling the truth? They always lie if they're corrupted? Okay, so the judge wouldn't give me a lot of information on this character, because this character clearly is lying then, but they could be corrupted. But I don't know if there's a corruptor in the game. Pick one character of evil, picked, execute. I'd take the Slayer and go for the enlightened here. Gotcha. Okay. All right, good. Nobody actually have an enlightened, maybe. Thank you very much, Slayer, for doing it. Good. Okay. That means we can use the judge to choose, to check out Slayer, maybe. Is there any other information we should take? Confessor is telling the truth, so we could use the judge. We could clear the judge by just checking the confessor, but I'm not doing that. Because what if we can use the judge for more? We'll see. Minion is 1 card away from closest evil. This is a minion, right? Oh no, this is the minion. Sorry. Sometimes I have them like classified as something else. This is deem evil, but this is a minion. This is also a minion. They're both minions, aren't they? But this is named minion. Minion the class. Number 4 is lying as well. Closest evil is equidistant. You're right. They are lying entirely. I mean, they are, but what if they're corrupted? What if they're corrupted? We know they're lying, but do we know if they're corrupted? Number 3 or 7 is a minion. Number 3 or number 7 is a minion. So Oracle is clearly lying. Oracle is clearly lying. Well, actually, I mean, it could be lying. Let's check and see. The judge will tell us if the Oracle is lying or not. Or do we want to just clear it? Minion is 1 card away from closest evil. Okay, these are both good. This scout might be confused. We kill the scout. Okay, so this one was corrupted. Oh wait, no, sorry. All right, minion is 1 card. No, I fucked up. Not the hunter. No. Oh. Okay, all right. We've lost half our health. We have only 1 shot at this now. The minion is 1 card away from the closest evil, which means that one of these two is. This one could be. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay, that was a risk. That was a big risk. Judge on Oracle makes it so no, but the thing is, what if they're corrupted? What if they're corrupted? What if they don't know they're lying? What if they don't know? What if they're lying? Number 3 or number 7 is the minion. Wait a minute, number 3 and well, the minion's dead, so this one has to be the other one. There it is. Okay, good. We're set. Judge on Oracle made it so easy. I'm just under the pretense that any character could be corrupted at this point in the game. Because what if they're the drunk? What if they're the drunk? What if this is well, okay. What if they're the drunk? We don't know. Is if the outcast, if Bombardier is actually just being disguised as somebody else. What if the Bombardier is disguised as an evil? And then the drunk comes in, and the drunk is disguised and lying, but is good. You get what I mean by that? What if the Bombardier? What if the one outcast on the on the field is actually evil, and then the drunk is on the field and disguises and lies in the place of an outcast? Maybe this guy was telling the truth. But do you understand my predicament? In any single deck, in any hand, I could be completely screwed over if there's a drunk and also there's somebody disguises themselves as an outcast villager. No matter what, that is always a possibility, and also could completely ruin my chances of winning. Maybe lower the chance of winning by a large amount. You don't understand what I mean? Am I crazy on this? That makes sense, right? That makes good sense. Because then you would not know. So your one outcast would actually be evil, and you can't kill them. You'd have to prove their innocence before you do it, because the Bombardier loses your game no matter what if you kill them, right? That's one. And then the drunk could completely ruin the game because, you know, they play like an evil, but they're not. So I would never be able to fully trust any character, because there's the only one I can really trust is the Confessor at that point. And then they could be corrupted. Let me explain how I made it easy. But this is, okay, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read this, but I'm telling you the scenario I just suggested could happen and ruin this. But let me just read it. If the judge was corrupted and said 2 was telling the truth when that was clearly likely wrong, that means the scout was telling the truth. So it would only make 4 instantly confirmed evil. Then you'd have to choose the evil between 2 and 6, since they would have both been telling lies. Bulge? Okay. Thank you, Arley. Thank you. Here's the thing. If the judge is corrupted, if the judge was corrupt and said 2 was telling the truth, that was clearly likely wrong. 2 was telling the truth. Okay. I wish I could read this again. If the villager's safe is in the way. You said judge on 8? But if it said judge on 8, no, yeah, that's true. This is why I was thinking I could clear the judge easily, but then that would do me no good in pushing forward in my hands, would it? Because we already know. The only thing that would help is positional advantage, which is what the scout would have given me anything. And then I had to worry if the scout is corrupted or good. The only thing we 100% knew was Confessor and Knight were both good. That's what we knew. And we also knew the Slayer was good because he killed a witch. And that's what we had. He gave a lot of information. Judge on 2 was the best play. Yeah, it was. That's why I was thinking, but I didn't want to. I feel like I've been playing the judge all wrong recently. I feel like the judge, I have to take chances with the judge, because that could completely solve the puzzle. But the issue, of course, is you're taking a chance, because what if the judge is corrupted or evil? Either scenario completely messes a lot of shit up. So judge in a lot of ways is completely not unreliable unless you just want to clear the judge. That's the only scenario where a judge is reliable, is when you're just making sure the judge is good. And even then, the judge could be corrupted and actually still be good. I don't know. Let's move on. Puka. Game start, villagers adjacent to me are corrupted if possible. Ah, jeez.